Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erin and I do mostly budgeting videos like the one you're about to see here. For tuning in, I'm excited because we're actually going to do this layout here, but for September, and we are off to a strong start because I have already plotted out what my goals are, and I'm going to be doing that in a separate video. I'm very excited to share those with you, and I feel very motivated for this month. So for me, that is a strong start. So I'm just going to fold this over to make it easier for me to write in. This is a monthly budget workbook kit that I designed, and it is absolutely free for you to download if you're a subscriber to my channel. It is my little way of giving back to those of you who support my channel. And what I do at the beginning of the month is I fill out this month on 2 pages, and I refer to this really very often, just like a regular planner. I check dates. I look at it when I take this book to work with me, and you know, I just like try to plot out some things that maybe have nothing to do with budgeting. I'm just double checking myself, but this is a really handy planner tool. So I love a month on 2 pages just because it gives you so much area to write and so much space to track things. So if you wanted to track more than your bills, you could definitely do that here. There's plenty of space. These blocks are huge. And if you wanted to use this for something completely different other than budgeting, you could do that too, because the other forms that are included in my budget kit will all take care of that. But you can use this strictly as a planner, and it works out perfectly. So if you're somebody who is kind of old-fashioned like me and you like paper and pen, this is probably my favorite planner layout, is a month on 2 pages, because I love being able to see everything in front of me. I just love it. So I'm putting in some things here, and we'll talk about that. So right now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in my fixed expenses. So on the first, we have mortgage due and our homeowner's insurance. And then on the third, we have car insurance. And I'm trying to use a different little bullet for these things, like a different little bullet point for our fixed expenses than our pays, our income rather, and a different one also for our variables, not variables, I don't know, like sinking, I don't know what I'm saying. But on the third, we do have car insurance due and our cell phones. So that is happening at the beginning of the month. Now we do pay our bills a month in advance. So even though these are due, let's say on October 3rd, I still pay them well in advance. The nice thing about this is that we get our utility bills very early on in the month prior. So that makes it a little bit more easy for me to pay them precisely than to try and constantly guesstimate what those are going to be. So we're going to go back to the 8th. And I'll show you what this all looks like, because I'm also going to be doing some highlighting and show you how I color code. So this is going to be car payment number 2. And I know you didn't see number 1 happen yet, but I kind of, in my head, like car payment number 2, I believe is mine. I don't know, one of them is mine, one of them is my husband's. And then on the 10th, electric. I know a lot of people put their electric, gas, and water in like one category under like utilities. But ours changed so much, and I hate to do that because I really like to track the pattern of, you know, when things were due, and not when things were due, but like how much, and see like what the price changes are according to season, according to month. You know, I know that our electric goes up in the summer and it goes down a little bit in the cooler months, and just the opposite for gas. So our water goes up in the summer too. I don't know if we're doing more laundry. I wouldn't say it's that, but we're watering a lot of things outside. So I don't know. There's like a lot that goes into it. So one asterisk item here is for taxes. Those are our property taxes. We do not at all escrow our property taxes. or our homeowner's insurance. We pay those separately. I was paying property taxes every single month, and now I'm putting it into a sinking fund account so I can make that payment at the end of 6 months. So that's just how I'm going to do that. So the next thing I'm going to get into are our subscriptions, and I'm going to use a little square for that. So car wash subscription, and it's kind of high. It's $40 a month. But it's my favorite one. I've talked about this before. We do have one that's a little bit newer, a little bit cheaper for monthly subscription. Not much, but a little bit. And I hate it because it's one of those that you have to line up your tire, and they're like, there's a person usually there, but I'm like, what if there's nobody there when I want to do this? But maybe there's always a person there. I don't know. I haven't gone there often enough to know, but I get so stressed out because I don't know why I have such a hard time lining up my tire into the track. And then they're like, no, like more to the left. And I'm like, oh my God. And like, I'm freaking out. And so I hate it and I just won't join it. So the other one that I go to is brushless, of course, but it's not quite as inexpensive, but I like it. So, and then cloud storage. And that is just the Apple storage. Now, I don't put amounts on this schematic. Maybe I should, but I don't. I don't know. Maybe that's something I should add. I'm wondering if you guys do the same thing or use this month on 2 pages exactly how I do. If you put amounts here, I kind of reserve that for the weekly breakdowns. But I don't know. Okay, that's it. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna zoom out just a bit so you guys aren't like, this isn't right in your face, but I know it's still hard to see, unfortunately. I'm going to take a few highlighter colors. I'm gonna take this pink. I'm gonna take this lilac, and I think I'm gonna take this yellow. It feels like Easter. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna highlight these different things separately. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna highlight taxes because that's the only item of its kind on here, and I'll choose the yellow for that. So for these, for my fixed expenses, I'm gonna use the lilac. So we have these two, these two, these two. Oh, car payment number 1 was on here first. Oh. Why did I say that? That's supposed to say trash. Oh, Erin. You know, I always have a cheat sheet. I always copy off what I'm doing just so I don't have to sit here and have these videos be like 3 hours long. And I always screw something up. So this is gonna say trash. I just didn't read it properly. And I do have glasses on. I do need readers now. All right, so that's trash. And then what else? Car payment number 2. Electric. And then water. And cable and Wi-Fi. We're going to use our last color, which is pink, and we are going to highlight the subscriptions. Paramount Plus. I'm probably going to get rid of that when Big Brother is over. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Am I missing one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay. So that's what my month on 2 pages looks like. It's already kind of decorated, but you could definitely add some stickers to this, but it's already pre-decorated for you. I think it looks pretty cute. Who doesn't love a fall gnome? But, oh, this is coming out. But I feel like this kind of sets me up for success, and it kind of organizes me for the start of the month and throughout the month. And now I can go in and I can follow this and then plug these items into my weekly paycheck breakdowns and things like that according to when they're due for October. So even though you see September at the top of this page, my fixed expenses are being paid for October. We do pay our fixed expenses a month in advance. Now our variables and our everything like that, we pay month of. But for fixed, whatever you see in purple, that gets paid a month in advance. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it inspires you to use this layout, or if you're using any kind of planner, if you just use the month on 2 pages to kind of plot out what you're responsible for the coming month. It just gives you a nice snapshot overview of everything at once and allows you to just organize your brain and then break it down into smaller pieces for the rest of the month. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you haven't already subscribed and you like budgeting content, I would love if you stuck around and did so. And I'm also over on TikTok. I do very similar videos over there that I do here, just on a much shorter version. So I will hopefully see you guys in my next video. Take care.